To build a multi-branch email journey in Brevo, you'll head straight to the automation section in the left sidebar once you're logged in. That's where every automated customer path lives, and where you'll map out different email sequences based on what your contacts actually do. So let's walk through this together right from the start. Open your web browser, go to the Brevo website, and sign into your account. Take a quick beat here because the number one thing that trips people up is being in the wrong account. If you work across multiple Brevo workspaces or have a client account, double check the workspace name in the top right corner before you dive in. Once you're in, wait for the main dashboard to fully load. You'll know you're ready when you see the left-hand navigation bar and the home screen with your recent campaign stats. Now, from that left sidebar, click on Automations. It's usually the third or fourth icon down, and when you land on the Automations page, you'll see a list of any workflows you've already built. I like to take 30 seconds here and scan the existing automations. If you have an older journey that's sitting there paused or one you built a while ago, you might spot a pattern you can reuse, or at least make sure you're not duplicating logic and confusing your contact list later. So give that a glance, then click the blue button that says Create an Automation. A modal pops up giving you the choice to start from a template or from scratch. Choose Create from Scratch. I never use the templates for multi-branch work because they lock you into a linear structure that's hard to restructure later. Starting from scratch opens the Workflow Builder, a clean canvas with a single entry point node. That's where you'll define the trigger, the event that kicks this whole thing off. Click the plus button or the entry node to add your trigger. Brevo will slide open a right side panel with all the trigger options. You'll choose one from the list. The most common ones for multi-branch journeys are contact added to a list, form submitted, or contact tag added. Let's say you're building a welcome journey for new newsletter subscribers. You'd pick contact added to a list. Then in the configuration, select the specific list from the dropdown, like newsletter signups. I always set the trigger to fire only once per contact to avoid someone getting caught in a loop. There's a little toggle for allow contacts to enter the workflow multiple times, and I keep that off unless I'm doing a re-engagement play. Hit save and the trigger node now shows the event name. You'll see it anchor the start of your canvas. Next, click the plus button directly below that trigger node. This is where the multi-branch logic actually begins. From the action menu, choose conditional split, sometimes labeled just conditional split or if/else branch. This is the decision engine. Once you select it, you'll need to configure the condition. For a welcome journey, a classic split is to check if the contact has a specific tag or attribute. For example, you might want to send different emails to people who signed up via a webinar form versus a blog form. So you'd set the first branch condition to contact tag is webinar, and the second branch condition after clicking add a branch to contact tag is blog. Brevo will automatically create an else branch at the bottom for anyone who doesn't match either condition, and that's a great catch-all you can use for a default sequence. The mistake I see most often here is people stacking too many conditions and forgetting that the branches are evaluated in order. The first branch that matches wins, so put your most specific condition at the top. If you need complex logic, you can nest another conditional split later, but for now, keep it simple. Once configured, click Save, and you'll see the canvas sprout 2 or more paths branching off that node. Now the real heavy lifting, building out each branch with actions. Zoom into one branch at a time, click the plus button under that branch's line, and start adding steps. The first action I usually drop in for an email journey is a send an email action, but before you do that, consider adding a time delay of a few minutes. I typically use a 5-minute delay as a safety buffer. Why? Because if your trigger is something like a form submission, Brevo might process the contact and the tag a split second apart, and without that delay, your conditional branch could evaluate before the tag is fully applied. I learned that the hard way when a client's webinar attendees kept falling into the else branch. So add a time delay, set it to 5 minutes, then click the plus again and choose send an email. Configure the campaign. Either select an existing template you've already built or create a new one on the fly. When you pick the template, you'll notice Brevo lets you preview it right there. Make sure the merge tags for contact first name and other personalization are in place. I always send a test to myself first by using the Send a Test button in the email campaign builder before I even plug it into the automation. Save the action, then you can chain another time delay, maybe a day, followed by a follow-up email that's specific to this branch. If this is the webinar attendee branch, that second email might offer exclusive access to the replay and a discount code. Meanwhile, on the blog subscriber branch, the sequence might be a different welcome email that points to the most popular articles, and then a survey a week later. You keep adding actions, update contact attributes to change a lead score, or a notify by email action to alert your sales team when a high-value contact hits this branch. Each branch can have its own rhythm and entirely different actions. Just make sure you give each branch a descriptive name. Double-click the branch header in the canvas and rename it Webinar Welcome or Blog Series. That habit alone will save you when you come back to a workflow months later and try to figure out what it does. Once all branches have their emails, delays, and any attribute updates, take a deep breath and test everything. Click the Test Workflow button in the top bar. Brevo will ask you to select a sample contact. I keep a handful of test contacts in my account, each with different tags and attributes. First, pick one that matches the first branch condition, and watch the preview highlight the path it takes. If the highlighted path goes down the else branch instead of where you expected, you know the condition isn't matching. Go back and check for typos in the tag or attribute name. It's case sensitive. Test each branch separately with the right sample contact. When you're satisfied the logic holds, click Activate. The workflow will immediately start listening for the trigger event. Keep an eye on the automation logs page for the first few hours to make sure real contacts are flowing down the right branches. You can always pause and edit even after activation, but it's far better to catch missteps early. Now you've built a living, breathing, multi-branch email journey that personalizes the experience based on actual behavior, not guesswork. As a next step, I'd recommend cloning this workflow and tweaking the branches for another product or list. You'll get even faster the second time around. Thanks for building alongside me, and if you need to revisit any of these steps, just save this video and come back whenever you're inside the Brevo Automations page.